Can you hear me, Noah? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Lanier County Bulldog fans. We are here in Cook County at the Hornet Field, about to start this preseason game. The captains are right now coming to the middle of the field to the 50-yard line, and we have Cortez Robinson, Colton Hughes, Aeneas Dean, and Rashad Brockington. Noah, starting out a new season, what you think?
The guys look good. It's a young team this year, which is it's a building year, as everybody's been talking about. But they look good. They look solid. A bigger team than what I thought was going to be.
I know. I was very impressed, too. You know, I've seen them over the summer sometimes, and I know the numbers were down a little bit, but it looks like they got around 38 or 40 players tonight. And so I know the coaches are doing a good job out there getting some motivation and encouraging these guys to come out. Like you said, it is a young team. I believe about 70% of these young men are freshmen, and so if this team can stay together, we'll be able to do a tremendous work here in the near future. And I know out of this young team here that there's only two seniors. I believe Kyle Sermons and Isaiah George are the only two seniors that are here with us, and so that's going to be kind of an interesting battle because you've got some 14, 15-year-old kids out there fishing to face some 17, 18-year-old men. And as you well know, that those 17, 18-year-old men, they have a tendency to hit pretty hard. Here, I'll tell you what, I can scoot around there. Our captains are on the middle of the field out there with the coin toss. Not sure who's won that call quite yet. We've got a hold of, not only do we have a young staff, a young football team, but we also got a staff that's new to Lanier County, and we're going to try to introduce Lanier County to the community tonight. We'll try to introduce all these coaches to the community as we go throughout this game, and so that you'll be better acquainted. Cook County has just came through their banner. Cheerleaders are holding it up, and it looks like they've got a big, strong team again this year, as they always do. A lot of young men on that sideline there, and I think that coach has done a good job with them as well. And so they've got a pretty good fan base over there tonight, Noah. Looks like their stands for a preseason game. Everybody's ready for football season.
Yeah, that's some big boys on the other sideline. I mean,
big old number 99 jumping up and down, and he's a fairly large guy. But I tell you what, we do want to take just a moment while everybody's coming to the field just to give an opportunity to give a shout-out here to our sponsors. We're going to read off the players' names for each team in just a minute, but first we'd like to invite you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the Lanier County Network. If you have not already done so, I encourage you to do that. You can do that by searching for Lanier County Network at youtube.com, or simply type in laniercountynetwork.com into your computer's web browser address bar. Be sure to tell your friends. Make sure you tell your family. Be able to tell everybody about it, because we want to get some followers on this channel and let this network know how much we appreciate their sponsorship of bringing these games live as well as recording them to us. You can listen online 24/7 at Q103Lakeland.com, or by using the TuneIn app for your smartphone or tablet, and Roku for your TV. Just search for Q103, today's hit music channel. That's Q103Lakeland.com. And so, again.
With this being a preseason game, are they actually going to do the kickoff live, or they're going to call it dead?
Well, we'll find out here in just a minute. Now, I'm not really sure. I haven't been able to find that out. It looks like our boys are getting in the formation there as though that they're going to be receiving, so I guess they are going to be kicking it off. The referee is standing there on the 40-yard line, and so our boys are out on the field. I hope that the audience will bear with us as we'll have to learn some of these names. Of course, Noah, you was out there last year and been out there for 10 years and playing that football, and here it is Friday night under the lights. Are you missing it any?
Yeah. Of course you're going to miss something you're never going to play again, And everybody has the last game, though. Everybody
has the last game. I hope these young boys can enjoy the night and have a good time. I see Rashad Brockington down there, and he is warming up on the sideline. That's Kyle Brockington.
No, number 6 on the sideline.
You guys can argue on air. That's okay.
I see Kyle Sermon's number 7 right there in the middle of the field, one of the seniors. And over on this side
He's really
here,
beefed up a little bit.
that is Sharif Bacon there on the number 6 here.
He's
on the
a good-looking dude.
He's a good-looking kid, tall. And
the kickoff on the 40.
And there's the kick. What
a short kick.
Yeah, short kick.
Hit the Rashad.
Oh, no, and he drops the ball. He fumbles it down there, but he picks it up and is able to, some big hits there.
What are you
Number
doing?
12, C.J. Johnson, 11th grader. He kind of fumbled the ball around a little bit and get that first lick out of the way. The season has begun, and that's the way that you get welcome into the 2018 fall football season is getting hit like that. And so he is 11th grader. And so C.J. Johnson, he plays wide receiver, DB, there on the kickoff team. And he's kind of slow to get off the field. That was a pretty big hit there by so that'll fire those Cook County Hornets up a little bit. Rashad Brockington taking his troops there on the field. Rashad done a phenomenal job as he stepped into your position last year as a young freshman, set all kind of records. Did a great job, and he is a tremendous athlete, and I know he's going to do a great job this year. It's a quarterback keep.
Got 3 yards.
Big hit. I tell you, that line's going to have to block for him a little bit if he's going to take some running like that and take that ball and tuck it in, because I didn't see nothing but a black swarm of Hornets right on top of him. He's a tough kid, though. He is back up and ready to go. Of course, he's only a sophomore this year, and what's interesting is our backup quarterback, I guess, is Jacob Faircloth, and Jacob's a freshman. I'm not sure who the other backup is. Man in motion.
Fumbles the ball.
Fumbles the ball, but he picked it up.
Ooh.
Big hit there. Number 4, Kiante Hodges, usually got some pretty good hands. Just could not hold on to the ball. But it took that favorable bounce right back into his hands. And luckily we didn't lose that ball and then pick it up and score on that one. Amari McGriff out here playing the wide receiver, number 10. I think Amari's about 6'6", 6'7", and I haven't seen him playing much. I saw him play a lot of basketball, but I tell you what, he sure got the height difference on about everybody.
There he is.
Oh, and a good pass.
Who is that?
Who was that? Number
24. Josh Sermons.
Josh Sermons. You go, Josh.
Oh, my
Excellent job. Right across. What a great view there by Rashad Brockington. Number 5 was able to go right there into the gut.
Oh, my goodness.
And so,
my goodness.
Of course, Josh Sermons is just a freshman. A ball handed off there to the running back.
Is that D. Henry?
No. I couldn't see what number that was. There's a running back. We'll give it just a second.
20.
I think it was number 20. That was Josiah Hill. You know, Josiah, of course, is a young man. He's a junior this year. And so he took a lot of those carries there in the spring game. Did a good job. Again, he didn't play as a running back last year, so he's getting his wheels under him this year. In the shotgun, hands it off, had a good lane there, but had a huge hit. And he had a little bit of a lane there, but I tell you, those linebackers stepped right in and closed it up in a hurry. I tell you, Amari down here on the sideline, on our side, I tell you, he was out in front of their corner by several steps, man. I tell you what, I got a feeling that before tonight's over, you're going to see Rashad throw that thing up in the air, and if Amari can come down with it.
The wind's in our favor.
The wind's in our favor. The wind is blowing, and so we'll see if he won't throw it up. Number 13 there on their corners right on top of it. He's looking at it. He's leading. And Amari's on top. If Amari's got it, he's got running.
It. Oh, get some wheels. That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. And so that's what we were just talking about. I thought they'd take that shot sooner or later. He's had him out by a few steps. It seems like on every play here. And he kind of just backed off running there. He didn't. He's got to get those wheels out there. He's going to be higher than those guys. He's about 6'6". He can out-jump about anybody out here. Of course, during the basketball season, I don't know how many times he slam-dunked that ball. And so, we see Rashad backed up there in the punting formation. And, of course, he's going to be the kicker. And, again, in a small school like Lanier County, you know how that is. You played offense, defense, special teams. You did a lot of the kicking the last several years. And so, just makes you a better athlete all around when you have to do it all. Not the best of a snap, but he was able to get it off. A decent kick over his head. You got, looks like, oh my goodness. That's the way you do it. Looks like, who was that? Not Josh Sermons. Josh Sermons, number 24, run down there, outran everybody, and was able to make the play. What a run there, young freshman. And I tell you what.
He's staying on the field.
And he's staying on the field. And I tell you what, he's done something to catch the eye of those coaches. I just talked to his daddy just a few minutes ago. And it seems like everything. And his dad, I know, is proud to see him out there. And it's scary at the same time when you're a young man like that, a freshman. But, boy, did he get down that field in a hurry. They got him pinned back all the way to, the 10-yard line? Yeah. That's a great punt there by Rashad. And so I don't know how many yards that is. I think that was took a good roll for us anyway. And so I know our defensive coordinator is firing up his troops down there. I'll try to tell you a little bit about him. Try to introduce you to some of these guys as we go. And let's see here. Our defensive coordinator is Will Detter, I believe it is, because Detter was the head coach at Lake Weir High School in Florida before coming here. He also is our strength and conditioning coach. I tell you, Noah, they've really been working a lot into the gym. I've been seeing a lot of tweets and pictures. He's doing a good job with them with their strength and conditioning, and he also coaches our linebackers. So let's see what kind of defense that they got in store for these Cook County Hornets here.
Cook County's got a pretty tight offense right here.
Yeah, they don't.
3 running backs in the backfield with a quarterback. They got a
no one's out
4.
wide.
No, there's 3. They got a tight end on the left side.
Direct snap.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Trips
Boy,
himself
somebody
up.
grabbed him by the shoestring and just did keep him from taking it up. That was a good run there by the young man. Looks like they might have picked up looks like about 9 yards on that play.
Great night to play football.
Oh, yeah. Sun's kind of got behind the clouds now, and so it's feeling good.
They got 1 wide to the left side, number 7.
But he's still not real wide, though.
He's not wide.
Yeah, they're playing tight.
And they got
pulled our man offside. Looks there. I don't know if that was going to be.
It kind of looks like Clinch County with a direct snap kind of look to him. Looks just like him.
They pulled us offside there, and that's going to be a penalty. 5 yards, going to give them a first down. And no, I'm sorry, that was a first down that run last time. They did give him a first down. And so now it's going to be 1st and 5. And so, again, Cook County, they're in the shotgun. Direct snap to the running back.
He cuts it up.
Number 4, I tell you what, his own man got in his way, or he might have even picked up a few more yards on that run. I tell you, that's a good-looking young running back there. That number 4, he's got that build. You can look at those legs, and got that low center of gravity. Picked up another first down. This young defense is going to have to come in there and really do something. Got Anilius Dean over there on the outside. Already got his hands up on his hips. He's going to have to get in there and can't see if we can't hit somebody.
Direct snap to number 4 again to the right side. He's taking it.
Oh, man, that was Cortez
Robinson.
Robinson, number 21, able to drag him down there. Didn't pick up, but still picked up 5 yards, but was able to pull him down. That was a great tackle. I tell you, Cortez has really put on some size since last year. I know he's been working out hard and doing a great job in the weight room. And
you can tell who their boy dog is on Clinch County, number 4.
That's not Clinch County, son.
I mean Cook.
Cook County. Again, they're still in their tight. Direct snap.
21.
Number 21, that number.
He cuts it up.
Ooh.
Cortez
Robinson. Who was that hit him? That was Kyle Sermons, wasn't it? Kyle Sermons came in there and cleaned his clock. I tell you, someone missed the tackle. I was trying to see the number on that. I believe it was, I think it might have been Josiah Hill, number 20. Looked like he might have missed the tackle. And matter of fact, the lead blocker for Cook went out there and ended up didn't block anybody. The running back cut back behind him and was able to bring him down. But they did get another first down. They're moving the ball and see if we can't get our defense here.
Same formation. If I had to guess, they're about to run it to the left. There it is. Counter.
To the right. Somebody's going to get him. At number 3. Andreas Anderson was able to get him by the shoestring, but that was a good little run there. Another first down. And I tell you what, they're just kind of inching their way down there. And
why would you have to throw the ball when you got that?
Oh, absolutely. If you got those studs in the backfield, and then that's going to be their running game anyway. And so that's going to be the way that they're going to do it.
They got some balls coming up here, not playing. Ashton and Willie.
Again, direct snap to the back. That little man, he has some great cuts. Great tackle there by Kiante Hodges. Was able to get on his back. I might as well say put a quarter in his back pocket and like he was riding a ride out there, but he brought him down, and that's what matters. But I tell you what, they like those little counters and those direct snaps, and it's pretty efficient right now for them. I see a lot of the players down in the stands for Lanier County that's not playing this year. Some of them's graduated, some of them's moved to other schools, but good to see them here and supporting their friends. Again, the Cook County has got their got 3 in the backfield.
To the right.
Another direct snap.
Cuts it up.
I tell you what, they got some good moves. You know, they got a good vision in the holes there, and I tell you, they got quick feet. And I tell you what, if you pick up 7-8 yards every time, you're going to score. And
that's how you win a ball game.
And they're moving down the field. They're already down here on the Cook County end down here on the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 10. About 23 seconds left on the clock. We're 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in the quarter.
To the right. Counter.
Oh, a counter.
Ooh, brought down that line.
That looked like Isaiah George. It was Isaiah George, number 65, one of those great seniors that have stepped up. And I tell you, he's been working out hard too, trying to do his very best in impressing these coaches. I saw that some of the weights and things of that nature that he has been working on. And I tell you what, we're proud of that senior for stepping up, and him and Kyle. And so it was a great tackle there. Of course, Kyle and Isaiah are going to have to play a lot both ways tonight and be those senior leaders. Again, that direct snap right up the middle, number 3.
Wow. Kept moving his feet.
Just kept moving his feet and just pushed that line right on back. I saw Cortez Robinson and Josiah, several of the boys just got Kyle Sermons. A lot of them got their feet caught up under them and tripped up, but just moved that ball right on down. Looks like it's about the 3-yard line, I believe it is. Maybe the 4-yard line. So it's 3rd and 4. Same formation they've been running. Oh, and there's a fumble. Oh, man. If they can get him in the backfield, what a great pickup here. Oh! He was able to get out of that. But Kiante Hodges, number 4, was able to get him by the shoestring. The snap was over his head. And, 4 of our boys were back in the backfield very quickly, made it through the line. But I tell you, he just stepped up and looks like they're going to maybe come in and are they going to try to kick the ball? Or are they going to go for the field goal? I'm not sure. They looks like they are going to try for a field goal.
That number 3 is a big dude.
He is. I tell you what, he's a good-looking running back, son. He's got that. I think they just took a timeout. They were trying to decide, do we want to kick or do we want to run it and try to score? And so we'll try to find out what they're going to make that decision to do here in just a minute. While they're doing that, I do want to talk to you a little bit more about some of our coaches and introduce you to a few more of them. Of course, our offensive coordinator is Sean Sharp. He came here from Pelham. He was the defensive coordinator over there, so he switches sides on the ball here. And, of course, a lot of those DCs make good offensive coordinators. And so he is switching sides now, moving over to Lanier County. He also coached at Valdosta High, so I know that he has a long history of winning some football games. He also coaches our O-line and our quarterbacks. And so I know he's going to have a great time with that young Rashad Brockington, of watching him grow and become the great quarterback that we know he's going to be. And also he's our head baseball coach. And, of course, Noah, you were played under him your senior year, and he had just came into our system. And, of course, you were actually graduated by the time he got in there and started coaching. But we got to see some of his summer ball and so forth, and I think he's going to do a great job with the baseball team as well. Cook County does line up there for the kick, number 37.
We got a 20-yard kick. Actually, what's that?
Yeah, it looks like about a 21.
It's up in the air, and it is good.
Good. Nice kick there by the young number 37. Right up through the uprights. So that's going to be our first score of this preseason game. And so give it up to the defense of Lanier County after that long drive of about 80 yards to hold them up there with a 1st and 10 and goal there, and was able to hold them back and not let them score, and just got 3 points out of it. So the score is your Cook County Hornets 3, Lanier County Bulldogs 0, 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first quarter. I think that was a lot of momentum there for our Lanier County Bulldogs. What you think, Noah?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're walking down the field like that and just keep walking, picking up 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 yards at a time, and then you get down there where it counts when you're 1st and goal, and then you get stopped and have to settle for a field goal.
I know as a quarterback, I hated getting to the red zone. You march all the way down to the field, and then you got to send a kicker that all he does in practice is, stay to himself and kicks all day. But in pressure situations, that's who your best friend is.
That's right. Absolutely. There's a lot of games that have won and lost on the toes of a kicker.
Man, we had a great one last year.
Oh, man, I tell you. Tetsion, I tell you, a German exchange student, boy, he did a phenomenal job. C.J. Johnson and Kiante
another
Hodges.
Short kick.
C.J.'s got another opportunity. There he catches right there on about 20-yard line. He's got a good running room.
Good hit. Good hit.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, man, he stood his ground on that one in much better field position than we did on that last kickoff. Getting a little bit of those butterflies out now that got a couple hits down and got a couple plays under. You got a little momentum. You held them up to nothing but a field goal. And so I tell you, I've been watching that I'm sorry, I just lost his name there. That Colton Hughes. And Hughes. Yeah, Colton Hughes. And not familiar with the young man, but tell you what, he's playing some good football down there. Well, we've got 2 out to the far side and 1 to our near side. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback.
Cover 0. Oh, my goodness.
I tell you what, Josiah Hill is taking a lick there. But Josiah, I mean, he's that line has got to get in there and make a little bit of a hole. Isaiah and Anelius, those big boys are going to have to make a little bit of a crease for him.
They're going
to
have
look
to
at
go
the
out
size.
wide.
Look at this. I think they are too. Look at the size of that line of Cook County and those linebackers there in the middle. Just put it in Rashad's hand. I think there you go.
There it is.
But I spoke too soon, and Rashad he threw that one in the dirt. He kind of needed to step into it a little bit. He had a little bit more time than I think he thought he did.
Yeah.
And the line
that's a big deal. I know last year, if your line's not strong, you have no trust.
That's right.
And if a quarterback has trust, he'll stand there all night, take hits if he has to. But the moment that he gets hit once or twice and breaks that trust, he's going to start throwing that ball quicker than he has to.
Our center, Roy Dearborn, just a little freshman out there, doing a good job as a center. Good snap there. Oh,
get rid of it.
That was a great play there by Rashad, able to throw that ball and get away instead of taking a sack. And that's one of the things there that you can see. You can see Rashad talking to his line there, like y'all have got to. He's settling them down. He's maturing a lot.
Yeah.
Where last year he would have tucked that ball in and took the hit, or he would have took that ball and ended up trying to make a run with it. But that time he just dumped it off. And didn't gain any yards hardly on this one. We gained about 1 yard on this drive. Rashad's back to punt it again. Let's see if he can't get off another kick. As good as his last one.
About the same spot.
About the same spot. He put it over his head last time.
Oh, puts the guy in motion.
Jesse Rodriguez in motion. Another good kick. Jesse's right down there on top of it.
Oh, he touched it. He touched it. Go, Jesse, the wrong way.
Run.
Jesse, you're going the wrong way. Jesse, go! No, don't call that. Don't call that.
Oh, he threw it. I was positive that guy touched the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think Jesse's ever been in that position where he knew what to do.
You're awful. That's trash. He literally hit the ball the other way.
Deflected the ball, and that was a bad call there. And,
Dang.
You know what? We needed that.
Call the game, man.
And I think if Jesse would have just picked it up and kept running, it might have been different.
I think he hit it twice.
And I think he would have maybe changed it. But Jesse just kind of picked it up and didn't know what to do. He just kind of, I got the ball, coach.
If he would have just took it, there would be no questions asked.
I know he should have just picked it up and ran with it.
Oh, man.
That's all right. That was a good kick. And I tell you what, we've had our boys have been down there, though, man. I like the speed of those boys. Number 3 steps back.
And it's a lob in the air. Oh,
hey,
that's
going to be a penalty.
You can't tackle them.
But you know what, though? That number 3 said, hey, you know what? That was, he's a 10th grader, Andreas, and he's like, you ain't going to catch it. And so do you take the penalty? Of course, it was over his head.
We found out why they don't throw it, though.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Rainbow shot.
Yeah, he was just throwing it up in the air, hoping for the best. It is a 15-yard penalty, though, so that's a huge that hurts us pretty bad there. I see several players down on the field that hadn't seen there in a while, and so what are you doing?
Will Watson,
he's down there. He's talking to Scott Ray right now. And so, of course, our AD is down there, and Will Watson, who runs our rec department, he knows all these kids. They've all come up through that rec department, that program. Our defense is there on the field after that 15-yard penalty, a pass interference.
I bet $100 they're going to run to the right. There it is.
Runs to the right. I tell you what, he's got a bunch of speed. I think it's got a lane.
Got a good move. Got a block.
Somebody's got to get him.
Andreas.
Somebody's got to get him. I tell you what, man, that Josh Sermons has run him down again. I tell you what, that young little freshman has been impressive tonight.
He's going to be somewhere.
No, is that That was.
It
was number 24. And I tell you what, Josh is doing a great job. That's why he's out there tonight. I tell you, I hadn't seen him play and stuff, and since his from the spring game. But at the same time, man, I tell you what, he's making some good plays. But that was a huge pickup there, and you hate to see that, but that was a big pickup. There they are on the 20-yard line. Cook County 20, first down. To the left.
Cuts it up.
They got some hands on him. It was like had some Cole Hughes there in that tackle.
See, but that's good because the defensive ends are staying home. That's what's making them cut up the middle for the linebackers.
Rashad Robinson was in on that tackle as well. Rashad looks good this year. He did a good job last year. I know he played a lot of the safety position. Number 64, Aeneas Dean. Good to see him out there.
What we got? 2nd and 4? 2nd and 3?
I see several of our school board members. Philip Connell's down there, and I've seen, of course, Denny Fender's up here in the booth with us, helping us out tonight.
He's got a land. Oh, great hit,
Great hit by Cortez.
What's the flag?
Got a flag. Must be a hold or something because I didn't see.
That was a great
he's calling it a hold. It was a hold, so that's going to be a penalty on Cook. But I saw, man, you see Rashad come in there and wrap up on that tackle.
Rashad? And, no, that was Cortez.
Cortez. I said Rashad. Cortez, and, what a great tackle there by number 21, Cortez Robinson. I tell you, he's been working out hard, and he
really has.
He has put on some pounds since last year and a lot of muscle, and so it's good to see him doing his thing. I see our superintendent down there in our fan section, him and his family. I'm glad that he's here. Saw him at lunch today, and I know they are excited about being a dog. And I tell you, he's living and breathing Lanier County Bulldogs. And I tell you, it's good to see our superintendent supporting these young men and being a part of all that they say and do. And looking forward to this year and seeing some of the things our new superintendent's going to be putting in.
They got number 31. Oh, never mind. He put him in motion.
Oh,
missed the tackle.
Missed the tackle. Oh, missed 2 tackles. I don't think he's got him. Boom. Ooh, I tell you what, though, son. Cortez was running wide open across the field. I was able to stop him on the 2-yard line, but, and there again, that's where you got those little freshmen, and, they just don't have the strength to pull that big number 3 down. That's a big old boy. And when he gets a little bit of a wind behind him, and I tell you what, he's going to be a hard one to stop. He was able to fight out of 2 tackles.
Nothing sounds better than a Friday night band, I'll tell you.
Oh, I tell you
Gets
what,
your
man, those
adrenaline
quads
going.
get to going, and I love that drum line. Right up the middle, another direct snap.
That's a great.
And a touchdown. Touchdown, Cook County.
That was a great effort by our defensive line, though.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter, and that's going to bring the Cook County Hornets up again on this score. But it started out with a great kick. We ended up having a 15-yard penalty right off the start of that one, which gave them some great field position, and had a couple missed tackles, which allowed them to get a little bit more yards. And they just moved right down the field. And I tell you, that number 3 was able to get his track, going, and that was they did a good job of getting the ball down there that time. Another kick.
Ooh, about missed.
I tell you, it was low, but it was good. And so that puts your Cook County Hornets up 10 to Lanier County 0. 56 seconds left in the quarter, and so.
Is that a boy or I've seen it all, folks.
All right, Lanier County. Let's see if we can't come out here. We got to get something going. This is one of those times, Noah, that watching Lanier County now for several years, been able to sit there and go, how do you respond? How do you respond?
I've been in a situation when you're down early, and it is really hard to come back with some fire in you. But at the end of the day, you can't play for yourself. You got to play for your team.
Got to play for the team. But you can't give up. Some you're gonna win, some you're gonna lose some. They're gonna score first and so forth. But this young team, just find out what kind of maturity level they have. And, again, you want to have the 2 seniors out there, Isaiah and Anelia. So, Kyle and Isaiah. So it's going to be kind of hard to keep them in that position. Is that the wind coming through?
It's windy out there.
I
guess can't really tell in the booth.
I know that wind really has picked up. I see it out there, and I hear it coming through the headphones.
That maybe this is why he can't really kick it that far. Now that I think about it. And that's probably why.
Because he's kicking into the wind.
Yeah,
he is kicking into the wind. I see the flags out there blowing straight toward us. So they line up. The ball's on the 40. He sends it into the air. Again, right to C.J. Johnson. Got a great catch. Trying to follow his blockers. Got a good block there. Makes a good couple of moves. Oh, and he just got caught by the shoestring by number 1. Looks like he got all the way up to about the 38, 39-yard line. That was another good return. Let's see if we can't turn that into something positive and get this offense going. I tell you, I really like our new head coach, Kurt Williams. I think he's doing a fantastic job with these young men. I know he really cares about it. I say he's got a great staff that he has brought in to the program. And anytime you got new guys, it's going to take some time to gel. It's going to take some time.
No cussing policy, really.
I'll tell you what, I've heard that. I've heard that he does not allow the coaches or the players to cuss, and that's something that's different in our culture today. But I tell you, at the same time, kudos and tremendous amount of respect to any coach that's trying to build a culture and a character.
Right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got Amari
got
right here.
Okay.
You got a safety just moved over here a little bit. A handoff to Josiah.
Why?
I just don't think they're going to be able to run up that middle any. Those guys are outsizing our boys by a long way.
I mean, Amari's going to jump out the gym on number 30, whatever that is.
Yeah. And you know what? The safeties are coming in. I don't know that I wouldn't send him across the middle.
Just throw it up, man.
Yeah. Well, they did throw it up a while ago, but Amari just didn't. He kind of quit running on it. And so I think he got too many.
Oh, he's going for the D. Oh, he tucks it. Get
down.
down. Oh, my God.
Oh, Rashad jumped right back up. What a hit on our quarterback. Number 2 just planted Rashad. But I tell you what, he didn't even hardly hit the ground before he was back up in the air. He was not about to let them give any credit for that tackle. But that was a hard hit. And so that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Again, we're over here at the Cook County football field. The score is 10-0. And, of course, we're glad that you're listening to us. We want to invite you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the Lanier County Network. At this time, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments.
Q103.
Is it chill that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate.
Q103.
Come me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going nowhere without a fight.
Q103.
Like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah.
Q103Lakeland.com.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
We are back at the beginning of the second quarter, and offense, defense have now lined up. The Lanier County Bulldogs are there on the 35-yard line, maybe 36-yard line. A whistle was just blown. Find out what that call was. I believe it was going to be holding, or not sure what that call was. I think they just kind of premature, just kind of ran it a little earlier than the Whitecap had blown the whistle. Now they're ready. And so here we're going back at it now. Shaw throws it over to Kiante, makes a great catch. Oh, and he fumbled the ball. Took a big hit. Got a lot of black jerseys down there on top. Not sure who's going to have the ball, but I'm not sure if he held on to it or not once he got back on top of it. And we lost it. And so Cook County has recovered the fumble. And so Kiante was not able just to hold on to it. There's a little quick pass out to the outside. And just a little screen pass, and just wasn't able to quite hold on to it. And ended up dropping the ball when he got hit. It was, I believe it was that second effort that he made that just ended up someone getting their arm inside his. So that brings the Cook County offense out on the field. They lining up in the same formation that they've been lining up in all night, very tight. They've been doing that direct snap almost all night. Again, and he steps back and for a pass, throws it up in the air. Big, long pass, went right through the hands of number 7. Was not able to hang on to it. There was no flag. That was great cover there by Kiante. And so it's a good pass there by the quarterback. Went right through the hands of the of their receiver, and that would have been a score. So now it's second down, 10. Again, if you're tuning in with us, we've just now started the second quarter. 11 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the half. Again, we hope that you will tune in with us to the Lanier County Network. You can go to YouTube, Lanier County Network at youtube.com. Had a big block there, but Cortez Robinson was able to go to the outside and make a great tackle. Matter of fact, it was lost, looks like about a yard, maybe 2. Great defensive stand there by Lanier County. You can simply also type in LanierCountyNetwork.com into your computer web browser. address bar and listen to us as well. So we hope that you'll tell your friends and your family and your neighbors all about the network, and that you can tune in. You can go back and watch these games later as well. We're really getting several fans coming out tonight. Everybody's ready to kick off this football season. Got a man in motion. Quarterback steps back, takes a pass right across the middle, wide open. Number 3, Andreas was able to make the tackle, but not before he picked up a first down, moved all the way down, looks like about the 22, 23-yard line, and wide open across the middle, and it was a good pass by their quarterback. He got behind our defense somehow. 10 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half. 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Cook County is lined up tight. Direct snap, number 10, right up the middle. I see Kyle Sermons, number 7, was able to bring down the runner, coming right behind him, able to make a good tackle. Now they lining up. Same formation they've been running. Number 10, direct snap. Got him a hole. Oh, and Kyle Sermons missed the tackle when he steps in for a touchdown. Kyle was hitting the ground. He knew that he should have had him by the shoestrings and just couldn't quite hold on to him, and he walked in for a touchdown. And so that will bring another score there to the Cook County Hornets. Their band is fired up. The fans are fired up. Again, these young men are going to have to respond to this in a positive way and not get down about it. Just kind of keep playing. That's what these preseason games are for. And, of course, I have to give some accolades to our new coach to setting this up, bigger school, giving our boys a great competition to get them built up. The kick is good. That will bring the Hornets to 17, your Bulldogs 0. And that will bring us 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the second quarter. And so these young men are coming off the field a little slower than they were earlier. And the coaches out there talking to them, encouraging them, letting them know some of the mistakes they've made so that they can correct those mistakes and make those plays. Again, if you're just joining with us, I would like to share with you. If you give me 1 second here, I want to look at, let's see, 6, 7, 18 freshmen are on the Lanier County Bulldog roster, only 2 seniors. I tell you, this Coach Williams, if he can do a job of keeping these young men encouraged, motivated, and together, I tell you, in a few years, because there's some tremendous athletes on that on those freshmen. Do I know? Hey, man, what's going on, buddy? You doing all right? Come on in. And so, when's y'all's football? We got one of the. You still at Tift County area? Tift area. Yeah, Tift area. And so, when y'all kick off y'all season?
We play next Friday.
Next Friday. Who y'all start off with? Creekside. From Jacksonville, or from Creekside? I don't know where that. I know there's a Creekside in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Lanier plays them.
Oh yeah. Lanier County plays this year, and of course that's Noah's one of our cousins, and so Braden Mullis, and so he's here checking out the football game tonight. Of course, a wide receiver does a great job over there at Tift area, and he's here just watching a little bit of football. And so I know that there's the kickoff to the Lanier County, went out of bounds. It looks like I'm about the 10-yard line. And so not the best kick in all the world. But I know that Lanier County plays Tift area this year. And, of course, Brandon and Noah have been wanting to play each other for a long time. And, of course, Noah graduated. And this is Brandon's senior year. And so they weren't going to be able to get to play. But we'll definitely come and support that and get to see those young men. That brings us down to 9 minutes and 35 seconds here. The White Hats out there having a conversation with one of the line judge. That sounded horrible, didn't it? I just ate a pickle on the air. I know it sounded bad. I heard it in my own headphones. I apologize to the fans out there. And I'm sorry. I can blame it on Noah. Yeah, he stepped outside. And I tell you, I'm impressed with our fans out here tonight. As I look across here, we've got a good group of fans that have come out tonight to support a lot of the our student section over there. And so that's really encouraging to have these students to come and support their fellow students. Again, we're going to line up with two to the far side and two to the near side. I tell you, that number 24 there, Josh Sermons, is playing both ways, doing a great job tonight as a young freshman. He has been all over the field tonight. Amari McGriff, number 10, there as well. Rashad makes that was a great catch, but I think it hit the ground. It looked like it hit the ground. I wasn't sure. Oh, he's going to call it a catch. I tell you what, Josh Sermons is all over the field tonight. What a great catch by the young freshman across the middle. Wasn't a great throw by Rashad, but Josh went down there and was able to pick it up off the ground. Rashad's back. He sees a lane. He throws the ball up. He's got a wide open number. Oh, no! Kyle Brockington was wide open. The ball hit him right in the numbers, and he just dropped it. That was a touchdown 100%. He was wide open across the middle. He had beat the safeties. The ball hit him right in the number. Rashad put it right where it needed to be, and Kyle just couldn't keep his hands on it. The first boy over there, though, to pat him on the helmet was Josh Sermons, number 24. Went over there and said, hey, it's all right, buddy. We get them next time. What some great leadership by a young freshman. Because I know that when you have that pass, you let it down, that's tough. But he's going to have to shake it off. Not the best snap. Oh, and again, Josh Sermons catches the ball. Looks like for another first down. Looks like he might have picked up about 7 or 8 on that one. I wished I had the weight of Josh. I don't think he weighs probably 115 pounds. He's not very big, but, boy, I tell you what, he's playing a big boy ball tonight. Oh, and he pulls him off sides. There you go. Great job there. Looks like the defense is pulling him off sides. Look at there. We got a visitor here in the booth. Here, put these headphones on for a minute. Come here. Boy, put them headphones on. Do what I tell you to do. I know. You come in here. You gotta talk to me a little bit. And so how you doing, man?
Doing great.
How's football over at Valwood?
Going good.
Well, I guess I need to introduce you. Oh, put your mic a little closer there for me. Now introduce yourself so everybody can hear you.
My name is Ashton McNeil.
Ashton McNeil. Oh, Ashton. I tell you what, Ashton, when y'all start y'all season over at Valwood?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Who y'all start off with?
Baldwin.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Well, I know that I know the team out here is missing you, but I was just making some comments. I saw you and Willie and some other guys coming out here to support you, the Lanier County team, and I know y'all missing it. Rashad had I tell you what, that was number 6. That was Sharif Bacon, and so what another good catch. Rashad was able to get out of the pocket there and stay free long enough to get a good pass off. But, Ashton, how's your team look over there in Valwood?
Great. Everybody working out hard, practicing hard. Best thing for us.
Okay.
I mean, we're just doing what we do.
That's good.
Getting ready for the season.
Well, I know that these boys here. Good handoff to Josiah. He gets a hole there and makes a great run to pick up a first down. Well, that's the best run Josiah's had tonight. But I know these boys miss you, and I know that you had to do what you thought was best. But it is good to see you out here tonight and supporting these Bulldogs. And I know that they miss you. I know I miss you. I don't get to see you as much as I used to. And so I tell you, they could have had a touchdown a while ago. Kyle's kind of fumbling around in his hands there a little bit. I tell you that little Josh Sermons it's a fumble. Oh, and another fumble.
Ooh.
Rashad picked it up and ended up losing it again. It looks like it was 2 fumbles on the same play, but it looks like they're going to say that that he was down. I guess we had I hear a couple of the fans out there saying that the white hat is awful. My sports commentator that had me helping tonight is awful too. Noah Tootin's out there talking to friends instead of helping his dad out tonight. Of course, he wished he was out there on that field too. I know it's hard when you play so many years and you get out there and you want to suit up and get out there and take a few licks and give a few licks.
Yeah.
Oh, Cortez looking good tonight. I tell you, he's put on some weight and some size. Rashad's back. Lets it go. And he just overthrew Kyle. Man, Rashad got nailed in the backfield, though. I tell you, when he let that ball go, he's down for a minute. Uh-oh. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, to tell you the truth. I think it's Jacob Faircloth. And so that's not a good thing when he didn't jump up like he normally does. I tell you, he is a tough guy. But that was a big hit. I think that defensive line outsizes us about 2-1. So, with that, got 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first half. Again, it's your Cook County Hornets 17, Lanier County Bulldogs 0. Well, Ashton, it's good to see you, buddy. And I hope to see you more and more around. I'm going to try to make my way over there, and maybe we'll where we don't have a game and y'all do or something. I want to come and watch you boys and root y'all on, and I wish y'all the very best. Hope y'all have a great season, and you can get you a championship ring, and better than that, you can get you a great education over there, and because you're just a junior this year?
No, sir, I'm a senior.
Senior, that's right, senior. And so you got you and Matt Hardy and Willie. And so I know that Valwood's happy to have y'all, and I know y'all going to do some great things over there and make a difference. So love you, boy.
Love you too.
And you stay out of trouble
Yes,
over there.
sir.
And if you need something, you let me know, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Again, that was Ashley McNeil, who was our running back last year. Did a great job. And a couple of our boys had moved over to Valwood, and of course, we're not happy about it, but we, of course, want the best for our young men, and we support them and their efforts. He didn't even know he snapped the ball. And, of course, Jacob Faircloth, I don't believe, was even ready. And the center just snapped the ball, kind of surprised Jacob. And he handed it off, and it was like he might have picked up a yard. The offensive line didn't even look like they moved. They just stood there. And so we'll see if we can't. Got to get something going here. Rashad is back on the field. Got all those bells and whistles stopped blowing. Lines up his troops, gets in the shotgun. Josiah to his right. Got 2 out to the far side and 1 out to the – and there was a high snap. He was able to bring it back down. A good pass. Couldn't tell who he passed that to. Number 4, Kiante Hodges, able to pick up a few yards on that play. Looks like he might have picked up about 6 yards on that play. So that puts us in a decent field position here. That puts us on about the 12-yard line. Lanier County Bulldogs have been moving on down the line here and making a little bit of progress. My bad. And that I didn't realize what down it was. That actually brings Cook County. That didn't make enough for the first down, so the ball was turned over there on the 12-yard line to Cook County. It was a good drive and had a couple good plays and had a few things I know we need to work on. But that would put Cook County's offense back on the field. It was a run to the left. Big hit by Kiante and Rashad Robinson. Number 4, that was number 31, Keenan Williams. Shout out to Williams there. Number 31 instead of number 21. Number 59 is coming off the field there, number 59. Our defense is on the field. Cook County bunched up there in the backfield like they've been running all night. Oh, and it was a high snap. There's a hold there on Cortez. I don't know why that wasn't called. I tell you what, I've been impressed. These boys are not stopping. They running them down. That was a big, big run. But I tell you what, there was a hold on the on Cortez there in the backfield. He had him in the backfield, and that was a hold. I know. I was just saying. And the refs missed that one and ended up picking up from a loss to about a 30, 40-yard pickup. And so I tell you, some of our fans are not happy at this point with the white cap out there. That'll take your momentum out in a hurry. That brings us down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Again, 17-0, your Cook County Hornets. They have bunched up again in the backfield. Number 3 is the quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off. A little counter there to the right. And what a great defensive move. Did not pick up any yardage. Was stopped right there on the line. One of our big guys there having a little slow to get up. Can't tell who that is. I think it's Isaiah George. And it is. Isaiah was a little slow to get up. I think he kind of got the breath knocked out of him a little bit. Down about 10 seconds on the play clock. They got 2nd and 8. That was a white cap timeout. Not sure what that was. Sends number 22 off. Number 2 will come into his spot. Again, that same formation. Number 3 is the quarterback. No, direct snap to number 31. Oh, and Cortez almost had him in the backfield, but they was able to stop it. There was a flag on the play. We'll wait to see what that call is. Holding on the offense. So that will bring them back. Man, give me that bottle of water. Thanks, sir. So that'll back up Cook County. Tell Chloe to come up here. She's scared to come up here. She's going to speak to Brandon, and she's too scared to say anything to him. Chloe already been up here. Oh, really? Did she come up here? Little fake. Quarterback goes back. Oh, and a great pass. Great pass and reception there by Cook County. It's going to give them a first down. Jeremy, how's things going?
All right. Watching the lightning strikes.
Oh, man. How many miles is it?
20.
So we got lightning strikes around 20. It's like 20.8 miles away. I think if it gets in that 10-mile radius, then they'll stop the game for 30 minutes and see what happens.
Maybe it'll happen during halftime.
Yeah, if it's going to happen, maybe it'll happen during halftime. Another direct snap to number 4. Big run, and he scores a touchdown. Our guys were just undermatched on that play there and just could not get around that corner to get him. And so that's going to give Cook County another score. That'll put their kicking team out on the field. Number 37 is 2 for 2 tonight. There's the snap, and the kick, again, is good. 3 for 3 tonight. That brings the score up to 24-0, Cook County. And while we have just a moment here, I do want to introduce a few of our coaches. Zaries Kimbrough, our defensive backs coach. He's the lone returning coach from last year, a Bulldog alumni. Andretti Lloyd, a wide receiver coach. He comes here from Berrien High School. He will also coach the basketball and baseball at Lanier County. He's the all-time leading scorer in the Truett McConnell College basketball history. And so I know that he's excited to be here and be a part of this program. I think he's going to bring some great things to it. Seth O'Brien, the community coach, works with the O-line as a VSU student. Steve McCall coached at Brooks County previously. He also coaches the O-line and the D-line. Philip Swindle, the assistant coach, also will help be coaching baseball. Middle school coaches are Chris Vincent and Greg Dooner-Seeley. And so we've got some great coaches this year. And, of course, Kurt Williams, our new head coach. I know that he's excited about this program. He is excited about these coaches. I think he's just excited about just being a part of Lanier County, being a part of this program and watching it to build. And so he's got a clean slate here. As we said, with all these young freshmen and sophomores, he's got an opportunity to build a great program here. If he can just keep that strength and conditioning, keep the motivation, the encouragement, the grades, all of that working together. And as I said a while ago, man, you've got a lot of teachers out here tonight. You got a lot of our school board, our superintendent. I see Mr. Philip Connell. I see Erlis. I see Denny Fender. I've seen several of our school board members here. And so that's so encouraging to know that these men are behind this program. There's the kickoff. Again,
Stop stuttering.
The number 12.
There you go.
Big hit there. But number 12, C.J. Johnson, has received all the kicks tonight. And there he is, picked up a few yards on that return. So, Noah, how was Brandon doing?
He's doing very well. They're looking to win state this year.
Really?
Yeah, the only competition is going to be Valwood this year.
All right.
They have 15 seniors out of 30 players.
A Tift area?
Tift area.
That's going to be a great program to watch.
They have 10.
I know Lanier County plays them this year. I don't know the last
seniors.
time they've played them.
They have 10 seniors on defense, 11 seniors on offense.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you, and Brandon, he's a big boy. He's about 6'2", about 200-something pounds. And I know he's doing a great job working out and playing that wide receiver position. Our guys are backed up all the way to about the 15-yard line.
Puts a man in motion. Oh, low snap. Cut it up.
Just did not have the blocks out there. C.J. Johnson was the man in motion that received the ball and just couldn't get around that corner quite quick enough. Coach down there having a conversation to his defense. He's encouraging them to hit somebody in the mouth, looks like to me. And so it looks like he's firing them up. He's firing his troops up. He's got the fingers going and saying, hey, come on, guys. You got to get out there. You got to make those plays. Sometimes our boys just ain't making the tackles and they're not getting where they need to be. Rashad,
a long throw.
Ooh, big hit there on number 6 on Sharif Bacon. And Sharif is a 11th grader. Do what, Noah?
So that's a hard throw on a quarterback. Just parallel to you.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's on his it is on his good side where he don't have to flip his hips. But still.
There's that screen pass over there to the side.
We got trips right, it looks like, with Amari on the back side. Oh, that's a good matchup. I like that.
If Amari will go across, the safeties are coming down there, and so if he can just get behind that number 26, I think that would be a great play. Oh, it's a bad snap.
What just happened?
I'm not sure. It was a bad snap. I'm not sure why the whistle blew. Timeout was called right before the snap, I guess. I tell you, this booth here is hard to see out of the side. He left. It's a beautiful night here in South Georgia. The weather is perfect. Of course, it's not fall football weather quite yet. It's not cold enough to be football weather. I'll tell you, it's about 1,000,000 degrees today, but it feels good out here tonight. Got a little light breeze. Do have some lightning off in the distance, and so as we're looking at this, hopefully that the rain will pass and that won't have any of those problems here tonight with the weather. The band over at Cook County has got the fans fired up over there. It's always good to hear that band playing. All right, Lanier County line's back up. Looks like we're going to start there on the 16-yard line. It's 3rd and 10.
We got trips to the right side. We got Amari singled up on the back side with number 26. This is a good matchup. Ball
Another
snap.
low snap.
He picks it up.
Ah!
Throw it.
Oh, there was nothing he could do. That was a bad snap. You've been in that position, haven't you, Noah?
Oh,
as a quarterback, man, it just drives you absolutely crazy.
We couldn't find a center last year.
Last year, I know it was a lot of trouble. We went through 2 or 3.
And it's aggravating when you're trying to get something going when you're down.
Yeah. Trayvon Brockett had kind of settled into that position. I don't think he wanted it, but he ended up doing a little bit better job than some of the others. And so that was a battle all season last year. And I tell you, it's either over your head or at your feet, and there's nothing worse than when you got a little bit of momentum.
And that's not the bad part when a low snap. The worst part about the whole low snap thing is you're trying to watch your safeties and see if they roll up, roll down, going left, going right, see what your receivers are doing, and you can't do any of that when you're looking for a ball.
Oh, because you're expecting the ball to be there, and when you don't, and we got to give a little bit of credit to the center, Roy. He's just a freshman. And so, there's some big boys. That nose guard's all on top of him. So I can, we'll have to give credit where credit's due. And he'll mature, and he'll get strength, and he'll gain weight. And no doubt he'll do a good job when it's all said and done.
Timeout called.
Yeah, only 2 seconds left. And it looks like and that's not a good timeout when you have to make that call when you're standing in the end zone. You got to kick the ball.
That's not good.
And so one of our players looked like they were lost. Rashad's like, come on, man, we got to get out of the end zone at least here and on this kick, because they still got 32 seconds left here in this in the quarter. Again, it's 24-0 Cook County. You don't want to give them another opportunity to score right here going into halftime.
Well, it's almost that if they can get 2 plays off real quick, they'll be in field goal range.
Oh, absolutely. And so that's why you want to make this a good kick, but moving them back even further is just going to hurt. So having to take that time out there and make sure they got all the troops. And you don't want it blocked either. They're on the, 5-yard line. So he's going to be standing inside the end zone.
Somebody's got to put hands on number 1 coming through. He's been there all night.
And I tell you what, he looks like he's ready too. I saw him jump a while ago and got a pretty high vertical. Number 13 is going to be their receiver, standing on our 40. Rashad's got to put everything he's got into that foot. The clock has started.
Okay, they put some back.
Oh, he almost got it.
Good high punt.
Oh, get it! Get on it!
Get it! Josh Sermons!
Josh Sermons on top
boy.
of the boy. I tell you what, man. That kid has been all over the field tonight. I'm going to tell you right now. I am going to give the MVP for at least the first half to number 24, Josh Sermons. He has been a leader tonight. He has been on the field all over offense and defense. And there he was to pick up a fumble, went right to the receiver, bounced out of his hands. And I tell you what, Josh wasn't scared, was he, Noah?
No.
He put his head down there, and, I mean,
he ran with it.
He did, man. I mean, he put his head down
he
there.
He ain't
and
5 foot nothing.
Oh, he ain't 5 foot nothing and weighs about 100 nothing.
Dang. Look at him.
I tell you what, I love to see a score right here, but just keeping them from scoring going into half gives us a chance to come back that second half and do a little bit better. Rashad's in the back. Oh, and he almost fell. Deep ball.
Oh, he was looking at
he got scared, I believe. Number 4, Kiante, just kind of got he heard those footsteps clacking, and he just decided to look back and find out who was fixing to hit him. And so Kiante Hodges just kind of
Well, what messed that play all up was
Is that good?
Amari did not come off the ball. He didn't hear the snap.
I'm using my flashlight on my phone. The press box up here, all the coaches and us, we're sitting here in the dark trying to find these numbers and names, and lo and behold, we got electricity. They didn't even have to pop it in here to Cook County. All we had to do was turn the switch on.
Green! Oh!
Oh, there's a flag. It's going to probably be a late hit on the quarterback. I tell you, Rashad has taken some more licks tonight. Roughing the passer. That's going to be a pretty big penalty there. Give us a first down. With 13 seconds left, I tell you, Cook County's bringing the guns, aren't they? They know that they don't want to see Rashad throw that thing up in the air, and they bring in everything they got. So that'll bring them up all the way to, I think, that'll bring them all the way up to the 43-yard line. 13 seconds left. We can't see if we can't get somebody a little deep. And, of course, I'm sure
They're
that
playing cover 2.
they're playing
3.
cover 3. Rashad gets a good snap, rolls out to his right, throws the ball, and right out of the hands of Kiante again. Keontae's wanting to run before he catches the ball. You got to get some fundamentals in. You got to catch the ball, then you got to run. I'm still eating my pickle. Yeah, I'm still eating my pickle. You remember that old rascal? I got a pickle. You got a pickle.
Too young for that.
You too young for that? I hear you. We got trips out to our left.
Oh, my boy.
Good snap.
I didn't say nothing about your great defense, sir. Oh, Ryan. It's Trayvon calling in.
Is he listening to the game?
Yep.
Hey, I'm going to tell Trayvon that we miss him. Trayvon's a great kid.
He says you heard him talking about him.
Hey, would you tell him that he gets a shout out and he's a great kid? How about you, Trayvon? You hear that shout out I give you, man?
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, you the boy now. Oh, Trayvon Brockington, senior from last year. Rashad's on to the right. He's waving them down. He's like, go, go, go. And the whistle blew. And so we'll go into the in halftime, down 24-0. And could have been a lot worse. The defense has been playing hard. As I was saying, though, I tell you what, we miss that senior class from last year. And like I said, Ashton, McNeil, and Wheeler Robertson, and Matt Hardy, they are all over here supporting their fans. Ashton stopped into the booth a few minutes ago. And we miss those young men, but wish them the best. But boys like Trayvon and Kalen Wright and some of these other boys right there listening to the program tonight and doing their thing and going off to college. And, of course, Kalen's going to Georgia Southern, and he's going to be playing up there. Great student and great athlete. So we appreciate all that they're doing. What we got halftime? We got a break?
Yeah, it's not very long, but yeah, it's okay.
And we're going to have a break here at halftime. Give us a chance to get something to drink and stretch our legs a little bit. But we'll be right back with you at the end of the halftime to start off the third quarter.
Q103.
Cool that I said all that. Is it chill that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate.
Q103.
Look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going nowhere without a fight.
Q103.
Like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah.
Q103Lakeland.com.
We're coming back at you live here at Cook County Stadium. We are live.
We are back.
Checking the weather forecast, it looked like Hurricane Katrina all over again, coming right back at us.
I'll tell you, it is a little red up there, ain't it? And able to walk around in the stands a little bit and stretch my legs and talk to some of the administration and school board members and some teachers and students.
I got you on camera a second ago when you were down there yelling at me.
Oh, that's what I had. I did that for a reason. I'm out of breath going up them steps.
Man,
right
you're out of shape.
I am.
You're old and.
All right, I got a couple of statistics for you. These are not going to be the best statistics you want to hear. Talked to Keith Newbern, who does all the stats down there on the sideline. Man, I guess we'll pay attention now. The door just slammed. The wind kind of picked up there. But Cook County had 20 carries in the first half for 195 yards and 3 touchdowns. They completed 2 of 3 passes for 34 yards. Lanier County had 12 carries for 1 yard.
Dang!
And they passed for 7 for 16, and I didn't get how many yards we were. But
7 for 16 really ain't that bad.
It's not. It's not. And 2 of those passes were touchdowns that were dropped. And so
this glass is really dark. It's really
it
dark.
is dark. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's messing with my mind, man.
Good call down there by Coach McCall to turn off the light so that we can get the glare off the window.
Switch sides.
So.
There we go. Who's kicking the ball right there, Dad? That is Kyle Brockington that just kicked off.
Well, that was Kyle Brockington kicking off the ball.
Number 33 has it. He cuts it up. He has a lane. Kyle's going to run him down.
And can Kyle run him down from behind and was able to get him. And when it was all said and done, the ball went 4 yards. From the kickoff to the return, the ball ended up right back on the 40, looks like about the 44-yard line. And so we kicked off on the 40. They ran it back all the way to the 44. And so had a long drive there. But Kyle was able to chase him down, and it looked like also number 3. Got to learn these numbers this year. Andreas Anderson.
Andreas.
Who was a 10th grader. Oh.
Wow.
Got a little shifting going on there with Cook County.
They're running to the left.
Got a man out to the left.
There it is. Ooh, holding.
Defensive tackle was able to bring him down. Looks like Cook County has come out with some of their some new players. Kendrick Fender coming in here with a big old thing of nachos and cheese and jalapenos for her daddy. He didn't bring the rest of us one. I didn't know that was an option. I don't need them jalapenos on the air. Y'all be hearing more of my talking. And there's the.
Oh, they got a lead blocker.
He's got a lead blocker. He's got to run.
Out of bounds.
Run him out of bounds there. Kiante Hodges, they'd run him out of bounds, but not before he picked up about 30 yards. Big run there. Takes them all the way down to about the 15-yard line. So we're starting out here in the top of the third quarter. And 2 big runs there by Cook County. So they're on the 12-yard line of Cook. First down, 10 minutes, 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Got them bunched up there again.
Direct snap to number 10.
Yeah, number 10.
Oh, slip.
He slipped. He tried to cut it back, and his feet came out from under him. It's like he saw big old number 54. Who's number 54? Kelvin Gaines. Kelvin Gaines, and offensive line and defensive lineman, stepped in there, and he tried to cut it back, and his feet went out from under him. That'll give them second down, 2nd and 9.
We got Jacob warming up on the sideline. Wondering if we're going to make quarterback change. 31 keeps
Got
it.
a lane, and I think he's going to score. Oh!
Big hit.
Big hit by number 3. Again, that was Andreas Anderson.
I like him.
I believe he's playing the outside linebacker position. Had a big hit there. Kept him from scoring. Does give him a first down. Looks like they're about on maybe the 2-yard line, 1-yard line. See what kind of defense that we can have here. It'd be a big stop here if we can keep them from scoring. Direct snap right up the middle. And they held it up.
Great stop.
Great stop there.
See, our defensive stand is looking good in the red zone
yeah.
right now. They really have a big heart.
Again, Kelvin Gaines there, number 54, was able to stand him up. We hadn't been able to do that all night. They've been going up the middle, just right up the middle, right up the middle, right up the middle. And was able to hold them there. Defense lines up again.
Let's see if
Looks
we can
like
make
they're
another
about
good stop.
1 yard.
They're going to run it right up the middle, it looks like.
So it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, snap, we got the ball.
Oh, no, it fumbled.
Oh,
and it came
dang,
back
right
out.
out his hands.
We had it, and then we lost it. And but that the defense is putting a lot of pressure on them right now. And so that caused a bad snap. And so that defense has really stepped up there on the goal line. And when Cook County's been running all night long, and here they are on the 1 yard line, and they just can't punch it in yet. So the boys have stepped up.
Great heart by the defense right here.
All right, third
We
and
got
goal.
3rd and goal.
Let's see if we can't get this defense fired up. Our fans are yelling. They're behind the defense.
Get him. Run
Goes
outside.
over
We
to
got
the
a man. Oh, they got a blocker.
Oh, they had a
Dang.
big hole there. Made a big hole. Scored the touchdown. Made a big hole as it went out to the left. They could not go up the middle for a change, though, Noah.
Yep.
And so
well,
that was
they played our technique. We've been holding solid with our defensive ends, shooting straight up, not letting them crack in, and they just played right on our technique. When the outside linebacker came straight up, they just ran right through the hole.
that's exactly what I was thinking. I know. And line up for the kick for the extra point. He is 3 for 3 tonight. There's a snap, and the kick is good. And so he is 4 for 4 tonight. And so the Cook County Hornets come out on their opening drive, scoring a touchdown. 7 minutes, 46 seconds left in the third quarter. And your Cook County Hornets above those Lanier County Bulldogs 31-0. Our fans are still hanging strong and giving that support to our Bulldog Nation.
Well, that's not the way you want to come out of the locker room, right out of the locker room.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a momentum buster right there. You kind of been fired up. You had that good talk. You had some. You got to chill out a little bit in the locker room, and to come out and have that makes it kind of tough. I see old big Isaiah George, one of our seniors, going over to the water cooler. Isaiah's been playing a lot of both ways. He's got a little bit of blood coming down his arm. He's washing that off, and so he's playing hard out there tonight. He's giving everything he's got, and watching these seniors step up. And I tell you, these the boys they're giving their hearts in there and playing against a lot bigger school. I believe Cook County's 4A, and of course they're a lot bigger than us, but this is going to give our boys a great opportunity to mature and get better in the program. So we have Noah, what numbers there in the backfield back there?
We have
Who's our returning guys there?
number 12 and number 3 or 8. I can't see it from here.
So C.J. Johnson is still back there.
Pretty good kick.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
right through
the hands of Kyle
Sermon.
Kyle Sermons. Kyle Sermons is not the guy you want catching that ball. I love Kyle, and he is a great, great kid. One of those seniors out here this year, patting himself on the numbers going, Coach, that was all on me. but he is not the guy that you want catching the ball. But I tell you what, he plays hard and a lot of the linebacker position, and he don't mind laying a hit on somebody, but he doesn't have the best hands on the team.
But he's gained a lot of weight from last year.
He has.
Really bulked up
Really
over the
bulked up.
summer.
I was talking to Josh Sermon, number 24. I was talking to his dad there at halftime, Brian, who's one of our teachers at the high school. Brian does an amazing job with all of our students, and I know the kids love him. And I was asking him, I said, how big is Josh? And he said he wasn't sure, but I believe he's about 5'6", and maybe 120, 125 pounds. And he is playing with a lot of heart out there tonight. Number 4 in motion.
Oh, y'all got it.
Got a bad snap.
Oh!
Got a bad snap. Shaw picks it up. Amari catches the ball, fights for an extra yard, and gets a first
y'all had
down.
numbers on that backside. Y'all had numbers on that backside. Yes.
Amari, big old 6'6", stretched it out and gave a first down.
Hey, he's 6'8", not
6'8". I know. Hey, I know. I always look up to him, so I tell you what, he is
6'8".
6'8", and I tell you what, when he was able, when they tackled him, good to see him catch a ball. But when they tackled him, he was able just to lay out and pick up that other 6 or 7 feet that they needed, and got a first down. Shaw's looking over to him again. Oh! In and out of the hands of Josh Sherman's. I'll tell you, that might not have been a bad thing that he dropped that ball, because that number 2 and that number 1 right there looks like they would have messed his day up. That's a big old boy right there.
They were coming in for the
They was coming in. They see those little kids out there, and they want to make a statement. And I tell you what, though, Josh, I mean, it wasn't because of fear he didn't catch it.
No, he's not scared.
No, he's not scared, I tell you what. So
I think he's trying to run with it a little bit. Put a man in motion.
CJ in motion. He
Gives it
turns
to
the
him.
corner.
Oh, he's got a block. Go.
Oh, big hit. That number 1.
That number 1 came running down as fast as he could from the safety
did.
position. But he hit his own player, really.
Picked up 9 yards on that play. And I tell you what, CJ was able to hold on to the ball. That was a great run. That's how we picked up at least 7. It's a great run there. I tell you what, a little bit of momentum here from Lanier County. They're moving the ball pretty good. Got Kyle Brockington out here to the far left. Kyle had one to hit him in the numbers tonight. That was surely a touchdown. So I know that he would love to have some redemption.
Oh,
man. It. I see a flag on the other side. Are they calling a false start? Yeah, they called a false start on that. I really believe that number 1 was about to come across the line there, and he was running wide open. Number 6, Sharif Bacon, comes off the field. Got Kyle Brockington, number 9, here to our near side. Josh Sermons.
We got trips to the left side.
Trips to the left. Single out to the right.
Josh Sermons is wide open. Good call. Oh, throw it to Josh. He was wide open.
Josh was wide open
he
on
was
that
open
one.
the whole time.
Yep.
Pre-snap, read that.
Yep. And so safety had really stepped back on that. Kiante was not able to hold on to the ball. And so hit him in the numbers and bounced out. Our boys really going to have to work on some hands this year. And so we had a little bit of momentum, Noah, and the ball was being moved. But looks like we're going to have to punt. They got a deep man on the 35-yard line. Rashad's back. Looks like that we don't have enough players on the field. Number 14 runs out there. I only had 10 players. Now we got 11. The clock's down to 2. Looks like we're going to have I think we're going to end up having a penalty. Sure did. And just the delay of game there. So that sure didn't help us out none. Moving back. Didn't have all the personnel on the field that we needed. And
that's twice on special teams.
Yeah, got to work on that special teams. And that's one of those things on practice that sometimes doesn't get practice because it's kind of an obvious sometimes. And so
I'll tell you the worst part of practice is special teams practice.
Oh, man, that kid just about blocked it. What
Go
a
get it.
great
Go get
kick.
it. Go get it.
Let it roll. Let it roll.
What you doing?
Why didn't you let it roll another 2 or 3 yards there, buddy?
He's a freshman.
Now, that's a Josiah Hill there, ain't it? That's an 11th grader. He's got to let that ball roll another yard or two. But that was a great kick there by Rashad. He's doing that kind of a rugby-style kick, and it's just kind of a line drive. But Kyle Sermons is limping off the field, number 7. He's coming over to the sidelines, and they made a little I think he's got a cramp. Yeah, he's got a cramp. One of the boys threw some water at him.
Throw some pickle juice at him.
And there's that young man, Josh Sermons, there helping him out, man, and stretching him out.
We got a good defensive look right here.
I kind of like that bunched up like that.
Direct snap to the left. Oh, get him! Get him!
Oh, I think he got him by the face mask. I think
he's still up.
He is. But I think he went up when he had him just about tackled. I think
our defensive end did a great job staying contained, ran right into the guy.
I think Cortez reached up and got him a little bit of a face mask, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see what the flag is.
To make that work, you have to have a linebacker to fill that gap, and he sure did.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a 15-yard penalty. 10 yards. Nope, it is 15. So I believe it was a face mask. I never did see the call. That's going to bring Cook County all the way up to the 45-yard line. Had him in the backfield, had a great tackle, and then a penalty killed you. Those are those tough moments right there. Line back up.
Oh.
A little.
Quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak. Number 3. Oh, my goodness. Man. Number 15, I think that was that Colton Hughes, was able to run him down, but not before he picked up, looks like about 35 yards, maybe 40. Big pickup there. I think Kiante may have missed that tackle again. And, we'll give it up to him, though. I know you know how it is, but these boys are playing both ways out there.
Yeah,
a lot of these kids, matter of fact, I was talking to one of the coaches, and a lot of these kids were not able to come to summer workouts and practices because of various things. And so, the small group of boys that are out there, you've got probably 15 or 20 of them that just showed up the first day of school, and they're 2 months behind. And so you got a lot of the other boys trying their hardest to play both ways and do the things that need to be done. You only got 2 seniors, so it's going to be a tough road to hoe here.
I tell you what I really do like. I really like how they haven't really been putting their hands on their hips.
No, you haven't.
I can tell the coach has really been conditioning them, and that's going to be a big factor later in games when it's, third and fourth quarter.
When you're playing both ways, you've got to be conditioned. And I tell you, that's one of those things that that we need. Of course, Will Dieter, I keep saying his name wrong, is he was the head coach at Lake Weir High School in Florida. But he's also the strength and conditioning coach, defensive coordinator, and he's doing a great job with these young men. Like you said, I don't see any of those men walking around with their hands on their hips, but they're playing hard. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, that score is Cook County 31, Lanier County 0. Cook County has really run the ball well tonight, and they've done a good job of on their defense. We've made some plays or we didn't make some plays when we really needed to. But again, those are some things that's what these preseason games are about, so that we can get all those kinks worked out and be ready for the first game of the season. Quarterback goes into the pocket.
They throw it. That is why they do not throw the ball.
Boy, he had a man wide open in the end zone, and I tell you, he just overthrew his man, and he had 2 guys that could have caught that ball. One man was right over the middle, wide open, and quarterback just missed him. So that'll bring them down to 2nd and 10.
It's hard to see when they're in the corner.
2nd and 10. The ball looks like it is on the 16 or 17-yard line. Play clock down to 9.
Oh, high
and a
snap,
bad
get the ball.
stop, bad snap.
Oh,
who's going to get it?
so
Oh, we're going to
close.
find out who's going to come up with the ball. Cook was able to land back on top of it. Man, that's like the third bad snap or so that they've had and just hadn't been able to. We've gotten one, I think, out of 3 or 4. But I think they're having some trouble that they got to work on. Their center and quarterback. You know, they do that direct snap, and so that's probably it's a little different for a center to have to be able to direct that thing in different directions. And so I'm sure that that'll give them something to work on at practice this next week as well.
Oh, yeah. I love preseason games because it just tells you every little tweak.
Tells you
You don't know until you actually get out there and do it.
Yeah, it's easy to see.
Oh, good block on the outside.
Oh, man,
had
I thought
him.
he had him.
We had numbers on that side, too.
At number 31, I believe he has scored at least 2, if not 3 of their touchdowns tonight. Just scored again with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. And so they are really they've got that run down. I thought we were going to have him, but I didn't see who it was. But he was blocked and wasn't able to get back inside to make the tackle. Number 30. No, they got a different kicker out there right now. Number 37 was 4 for
right
4.
in my ear. Scoot that one.
What's in your ear?
Huh? I'm trying to get. They're in the corner right here.
I know it. All right, and so number 49, the new kicker is out there. There's a snap. Oh, and the kick was picked up.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it.
He
No,
did. He
not.
tucked the ball behind his back before. Why would you do that?
That was crazy. No, he didn't tuck the ball behind him. He reached out to try
No, he literally went behind his back instead of just reaching out across the plane.
Well, he was trying to reach out across the plane, but his motion was carrying the other way. But
What are you doing? Give it extra
regardless-
effort.
Regardless, he did not get it. So they did not get the extra point. And so that's 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third quarter here at the Cook County Football Stadium. 37-0. The Cook County Hornets over Lanier County Bulldogs. Our boys are still fighting. You know, it's giving these young boys, these young freshmen and sophomore, a chance to get in there and get some reps, good quality reps against a big school. Looks like we're going to change it up a little bit. We've got number 6 and number 4. There's going to be our receivers. So that's been changed up a little bit. That's
Kiante Hodges.
Hodges and Sharif Bacon. And so they're going to be the return men. And so Coach is going to change it up a little bit and see what becomes of that.
The thing I really like about Cook is they're very crisp on what they do.
Yeah.
When one person gets sets, they're all set. I really like that. And that just shows you discipline. But that also shows you, they're not having guys play both ways also.
Yeah, I don't have their roster, but it'd be really interesting to see how many seniors they have and how many. And you're in a bigger school, like you just said. You don't have both guys
Great
sitting there.
kick.
Kiante catches the ball. Got a good block.
Good block.
Big block.
Hold on to the
Hold
ball.
on that ball. Ooh.
Ooh!
He laid his.
Oh!
He done laid his head down and he just gave a lick there on the sideline. Got a little brawl going. Got a flag there on the sideline.
I called it. He spiked the ball right when he did it.
Yeah.
But, dude, guess what? This is a preseason game.
Yeah, but it's got to be about your team, though. You can't make those decisions and do that. That's that's a selfish move there.
That's
you lay
selfish.
down, you hit a big lick. Hey, I tell you what, there's some rain coming in. I just felt some raindrops, and so I see the stands starting to clear. Everybody's running for shelter, trying to find something to put on their head. And
I'm glad we're not up top now.
I know it, and so we're able to see it. But of course, that's going to be a penalty there on Kiante. And again, I understand you got a lot of hype right now and you have a lot of excitement, but you can't be about you. It's got to be more than that. It's got to be about the team, and you can't let your emotions get away. And that just backed him up after a great run that he should have been really proud of. That moved him all the way back to the 25-yard line. So from the 45 to the 25, or the 40 to the 25, I guess. And so, I mean, but I can understand, but you got to settle those emotions down and know that it's bigger than you. I tell you what, the The stands are starting to clear out here with 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the third quarter. So going to have a little bit of fall ball here in the Cook County in the rain. There's a run to the outside. Got a good block.
He ran right into this
Ran
block.
right into his
Come on,
block.
Sean.
Yeah, Kiante's got to get out of the way on that one. Don't make the block. Get him out of the way. And
You can't see what's behind you, though. You're just trying to block.
Was that Rashad running the ball?
No.
I think it was Rashad.
Yeah,
it was Rashad. I don't think this rain is going to come in and mess us up too much.
I'm enjoying it.
Ashley,
Good cut. Good cut.
Josiah Hill to the outside, makes
With
a
a
good
first
run,
down.
picks up a first down. It's a good run there by number 20, Josiah Hill. I said she could come in, not you. You can bring that in. I just
Y'all sit
got a
crisscross
nice
on the
breeze.
ground right here. I don't want
You can't see the game there.
Just kidding.
All right, so Rashad in the backfield. Josiah to his right, got a man in motion. Josiah
Oh,
takes
he's
the
got
ball.
a lane. He's got a lane.
Oh, what a great run, though.
back?
Great run and a great tackle. But he picked up 6 yards, Noah. And so I tell you what, Josiah's picked up several yards. We've picked up more in the last couple of plays than we did the whole first quarter, our first half. I think we only ended up with 1 positive yard when it was all said and done there the whole first half. And so had a lot of sacks and some negative plays that took that away. I think we ended up with 16 yards, but 15 ended up being negative. Hands it back to Josiah, who cuts it back to the left. Another first down.
First down.
Another first down there at the end of the third quarter. And so got a little bit of a positive momentum and was able to pick up a couple of first downs there and keep the ball moving. Got one of our cheerleaders up here in the stands with us. Not only one of the cheerleaders, we also got one of our band members.
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of our softball players up here. So a lot of our
She playing in a band now.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
We got Ashton Abbott, one of our middle school science teacher sons. Chloe Tooten, one of the cheerleaders. And also Kendrick Fender, who's one of our school board members' daughters. She's one of the softball. I know she ran track and plays softball.
She's a true blonde, if that tells you.
And she has all A's, which
the
is good,
first 2
considering we've
days
only had 1 week of school. And so that's always good,
Hey,
Kendrick.
that's my favorite day. It's like the beginning of the semester, Dad, I got straight
I
A's.
got straight A's. So you said your alphabet in Spanish and you got it? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So anyway, so our boys are lined back up here on the 50 or about the 49-yard line.
Sync battle.
49-yard line. But it's good to see band members, softballs, cheerleaders. Josiah with
Good
another big
run,
run.
man.
I tell you, he is turning
Okay,
and twisting.
that's enough.
And didn't pick up any yards on that. But, I mean, I tell you
I can't.
what, he's really putting his head down, Noah, and he's really trying his hardest. His
Yeah,
legs,
he has
his
really
legs
good
keep
heart to
moving.
him.
Yeah, you know, when you're down by almost 40 points, and
What is the score right
37-0. And but you know, I mean, but he's still playing. His legs are moving. You got Rashad back there lining everybody up. You got Kiante to his left, Josiah to his right. You got 2 out there the near side. Again, Josiah right up the middle.
He's not scared to put his shoulder
He
down.
did not pick up any yards on that.
We got 3rd and 10, looking probably for
All right.
a pass here, maybe. It depends what these safeties are going to do. They're probably going to bail if I had a bet on it.
The safeties
Play
are
just straight up cover 3. They're going to bail their corners.
offensive coordinators calling in those plays on the line. Rashad in the shotgun. Josiah to his right.
You can throw a 10-yard.
You got trips out here on our near side. One to the far left. Josiah moves over to the left side of Rashad.
Cover 3. Break it
Rashad
off.
steps
Break
back,
it off.
throws a long pass.
Oh.
Why was that not a hold? There's the flags. There's the flags. Laundry has hit the field. He was being held there. Pass interference. A great throw there by Rashad.
When he flips his hips, that's 10 yards.
Rashad Brockington with a great throw there. And so that'll move our boys down a little
if a quarter's
bit.
playing 10 yards off, you got to eat that up.
You
all
got
night.
to.
That worked in our favor. It
That
really did.
That picked us up a first down, kept us moving. Didn't have nothing on the run game, but we'll pick up positive yards any way we can. That'll move us all the way out to the 35-yard line. Again, a lot of the fans have left the stands on both sides. A little bit of wind and rain has come in to Cook County.
Oh, high
A
snap.
little high snap.
He's got time.
Got time.
Oh, was it picked off?
No. He was lucky.
Right through his hands.
Josh Sermon's over there shaking his arms going, hey, man, I was wide open. It was good, though, to see Rashad with that long of, a little extra time.
Yeah,
there.
that's so reassuring for a quarterback, especially in the third.
You do a little three-step drop and
fourth quarter.
And you're sitting there with a three-step drop, and you still got time to throw it. So that gives us 2nd and 10. It's still on our 35-yard line. Shot in the backfield. Josiah there.
There he is.
Long throw.
Let's go!
Oh, did he get? He did. That was a shoot that fell off. So what a great pass.
Let's go!
Catch.
Let's go! Let's go! Great placement on that football by Rashad Brockington. The guy had him just beat.
E.J. Brown, number 11, E.J. Brown with a great catch. A freshman.
Let's go!
I tell you, I thought, Noah, that he dropped the ball, but it was a shoe flying across the field.
What in the world?
I saw a shoe fly across the field, and I thought it was a fumble, but a great pass, great catch by a young freshman.
Well, that's what happens when the no, that was who caught that ball?
E.J. Brown.
He was playing slot or outside?
Outside, I believe.
Well, they've been running hitches outside all night, and the moment you break that off and just go.
We're going for 2. Rashad steps back. Got a man. Oh, and you just a little overthrew him.
Well, I'd rather overthrow him to the right side and throw it
to
inside.
the left. They had 3 to the left there, so, I mean, that was
There's nothing you can do about that, honestly.
But that's all right. Hey, we got points on the board. Points on the board, so that's Lanier County 6 with your Cook County 37. 9 minutes, 34 seconds left here in this ball game here in preseason. And so our coaches, I know that gave them some encouragement that these boys hadn't quit. Rashad with a couple of great throws there, just beautiful spiral passes. And I know that once these guys get their timing down and a little bit more practice, and like you said, Noah, there's nothing like game time. There's nothing like playing out there and getting that and practice. And at a small school like Lanier County, you can't really go hard at practice because you can't afford to hurt one of your players. And so, a lot of times you don't go full force at practice because you just can't afford to hurt your starters because they play offense and defense. And so to get some of these game time reps right here is fantastic.
So y'all don't any heavy lifting or anything? Y'all don't hurt yourself. Especially this old man. I'll watch him. He'll hurt himself trying to do something.
What you talking about, this old man?
I'm putting up deer stands.
Ain't nothing like being in South Georgia on a Friday night talking about putting deer stands up on Saturday morning. And so it is that time of year. Fall is in the air. Football season has started, and it is time to get ready to play some baseball.
Baseball?
Deer season. Deer. I was looking at a baseball player to be able to do some deer hunting.
Go get it. Go get it. He's a fast kid. Oh.
Took some big licks. He's still on his feet. Couldn't tell who made the tackle there.
Coaches will yell at you all day, wrap up. But when a guy's running as fast as he can on the kickoff, that's the hardest thing defensively. I don't know. That's one of the hardest things that you can do is wrap up a guy running full speed, going straight downhill. Ooh, that breeze feels good.
It does. It feels good.
We look like
We ain't got enough players on the field. I hope the coach can see that.
Yep.
At number 14, is that Jesse?
That's Jesse Rodriguez.
Jesse Rodriguez. I have seen him come on the field late. I don't know how many times.
That's his third
time tonight, I believe, that he has been on that field late. I don't know if that's his call or he's just running out there, but we only had, I think, 9 players there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So it wasn't just Jesse. It was somebody else as well. And so again, that's something we can't afford to do. We can't give up those timeouts and penalties, and so we'll get that going.
This is their first time out, I think.
I believe it's their first time out. I believe you're right on that.
First time out of the second half. We got plenty of, we got 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to play ball. Colby Conley.
It's Kenny Calhoun. It's Kenny.
Where? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Looking at some of these young freshmen there on the field, or on the sideline that hadn't got in to play yet. Going to have a good JV team this year. There's a snap.
They got JV on the field right now.
Yeah. Some big.
Oh, ball!
There.
Go
There's
take
the ball.
it, take it, take it!
Picked it up by
Go
Sheen.
Sheen!
Go Sheen!
Sheen Low! Sheen Low! He's so slow.
I tell you what, he's always wanting to shout out on the radio, and I tell you what, I'm going to give it when it's due. And Rasheen was able to pick that ball up. Number 46, Rasheen Robinson, plays linebacker, picked that ball up and able to pick up several yards on that. Put us back in some great field position. That brings us to our 30, and our offense will take back on the field. And so our boys have not given up yet. So they're still out there fighting. And Rasheen over there living it up, man. He is so funny. And,
he might be the funniest.
He is. He is
one
so
of the funniest dudes I know.
Funny. I know when we were at Georgia Southern last year at FCA camp, and he made an interception, and I bet you he talked to me about that interception 100 times. And so anyway, he's a great kid, and I know that meant a lot to him. I know just saw Lightning.
We have a spread. Hey, we got Jacob Faircloth in as
Jacob
quarterback.
Faircloth, our freshman, did a great job last year in the middle
Good
school.
snap. Oh, somebody did not pick up a block.
Somebody did not pick up the block for number 88. And so giving Jacob a chance to get him some reps in there.
What I like about Jacob is he carries this fake out all the way.
Oh, he does. He does a good job with that. And I tell you what, he's got a lot of talent, and he'll be coming up. And
he's a smart kid, too.
Yeah,
Great
they'll probably
grades.
put him in some different positions throughout the year. And you want your best talent there on the field. And he is the backup quarterback, but you want him on that field making some plays as well. So I'm sure they'll find a place for him that's going to fit him real well. Got some young men out here on the field now. Our JV squad looks like for the most part. Great snap. Jacob throws the ball. Oh, it went through the hands of about three people.
He threw a laser shot, though, to be a ninth
He did.
grader.
He sure did. He stepped right into it.
Jacob has an absolute cannon on him, if y'all haven't figured that out yet.
I saw number 62, Colby Conley, doing a little pushing and shoving down there after the play.
He's a roughneck cowboy.
You got to keep those emotions
Looks
in
like we
check.
got twins right. Actually, it's more a spread look here.
Jacob steps back, fires the ball, got a man. Ooh.
That's a late hit.
That's a late hit, isn't it?
I don't know. They're not calling this later.
Well, it's late in the game. We're down by 30 points and 31 points. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. Looks like the stands are going to be just about completely cleared out by the time the game is over. And so that was a good throw, though, and they'll get that timing down. Jacob still in there. 4th down, 4th and 20. Airs it out again. Oh, just out of the – oh, and it's going to have some pass interference. On number looks like he was throwing it there. E.J. Brown had his hands on it, but pass interference.
Someone brought an umbrella. They are smart.
It wasn't,
I only
it wasn't
see
us.
2 people in the whole stands.
It is doing that. I tell you
Mallory
what.
Newburn.
I was like, what's happening? There you go, man. Got it. I tell you what, it is coming down now. I have seen some rain in South Georgia. And so there Jacob Faircloth is again, throws the ball up. Not a good pass there. The ball was wet. Somebody stepped on his foot. And so that was just kind of throwing that ball up in the air.
I can't see
See the what?
anything.
4 minutes and 57 seconds. Woo, that's slick. But hey, I ain't got that no more. That floor is slick in here, guys. Y'all watch it right here. It's wet. That is slick.
Wet like water.
Wet like water. Changing it out here. Did not make the completion. I tell you what, these football players are loving the rain, though. You got to love to play in it.
Oh, yeah. Practice in the rain is the best.
That rain is coming down now, though. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter in the ball game. Again, the score is 37-6, Cook County. Well, the only good thing about it is all the fans will be gone, the stands will be cleared, and the parking lot will be empty. They spot the ball.
Come on.
They spot the ball on the 25-yard line. Rain slacked off just a little bit. Looks like Cook County maybe have called a timeout. Chloe.
Ooh, there's nobody left in the stands. What? Wait. No or no? No, here you go.
All right, we have with us as a guest speaker here, Kendrick Fender. Kendrick is on the track team. She also plays softball. How was the game yesterday? How did softball go yesterday?
Well, we won, but it was a little bit rough at the beginning, but we came back towards the end, and we got a win.
There you go. Get a win. That's the most important thing. What was the final score of that game?
It was 2-1.
2-1. That was a close game to start off with. And looks like the Lady Dogs are going to put up another good season this year. I know that they got a big schedule set in front of them, but I know that they're going to do good. Uh-oh, who's got a lane? Is still running? I can't tell who's got the ball.
One of them does.
Appreciate that commentating there, Kendrick. One of them does. Somebody out of those 22 players had the ball. And so there is not a person left in the stands on Cook County side, I don't think, maybe 3 or 4. And so the game is drawing to a close. So tell me, how many seniors y'all got this year, Kendrick?
We got, oh crap, hold on, let me count them. We got Jordan Allen,
That floor is slick.
Jacqueline Kimbeck, Ainsley Brogdon, and Gracie Burnell.
What's that, 5? 4 or 5, something like that?
Yeah.
So that's a good little squad there. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the ball game, guys. Again, it's still 37 Cook County over your Lanier County Bulldogs 6. And so this game is wrapping up here. And, again, it is pouring down rain here in Cook County over in Adel. Oh, and a bad snap. Went deep. Oh, that was about a 15-yard loss. And I wish we could have picked it up and scooped and scored, but wasn't able to get our hands on it before the quarterback fell on it. So when's y'all's next game?
JV plays Valdosta tomorrow, and we have a game Tuesday. Well, I'm not exactly sure who we play.
Okay. All right. So the JV will play out tomorrow. We, of course, want to encourage everyone to come out and continue to support all of our programs, basketball, football, softball. Matter of fact, we're going to be able to support soccer this year, cheerleading, band, the whole 9 yards. Another bad snap. He was, again, able to fall on it here as we get down to the last minute and 36 seconds. But we want to encourage all those Lanier County Bulldog fans to come out and support all of those programs, no matter if your kid's on it or grandkids on it or a neighbor. They need your support.
Or even if you're from Texas or anywhere, just come support us.
If you're from Texas, they come support you. Well, if you're from Texas, then you come support come support us as well. If you're from Canada, can they come support you?
Anywhere around America.
Canada's not in America. I said they're from Canada.
I said anywhere around the world.
Anywhere but Clinch. And so, Looks like we're going to wind up here the last couple of plays of the game. That brings us down to less than a minute. So, hey, we've enjoyed being with you tonight. And, of course, we want to encourage you to make sure that you have logged on and make sure that you go and look at YouTube channel and subscribe to the Lanier County Network. If you've not already done so, you can do that by searching for Lanier County Network at youtube.com or simply type in laniercountynetwork.com into your computer's web browser address bar. I want to encourage you to make sure you tell all your friends and neighbors so that we can make sure that we can go forth and continue. We're also always looking for sponsors. So if there's anyone out there in our listening audience, looks like they got a long run here, the last play of the game. That's going to end up, Cook County's going to score again. And with the last few seconds there in the game, they did score.
In the white shirt. That's my man. Look at it.
But they, we want you to encourage to listen online 24/7 at Q103Lakeland.com or by using the TuneIn app on your smartphone or tablet and Roku on your TV. Just search for Q103, today's hit music channel. That's Q103Lakeland.com. And again, if you're a sponsor out there or a business or an individual that's looking for a great way to get your name out there, I want to encourage you to give us a shout out about sponsoring our program. We'd love to put you on the air and give you an opportunity to support these young men this year and let them know, let this community know that you're behind them. So anything that you can do, we would greatly appreciate it. We got 14 seconds left here in the ball game, and again, Cook County was able to run down with a long run down the sideline and score, and that brings them up. And again, the block kick, I believe that's going to bring them up to about 40. Can't see the scoreboard. So all that's left tonight is just 14 seconds left.
He picks up like everything.
Again, we appreciate everyone listening to our broadcast station tonight. If you see these young men in town, let them know how proud you are of them. Encourage them to stay with it. Encourage them to eat and to keep their grades up, work out, and keep conditioning, and encourage one another and be the great young men that we know that they can be. If you see these coaches around town, let them know how much you appreciate all that they do and how much the impact they're having on these young men in their lives so that they could I know that they're making a difference each and every day in their life. Got several new faces out here. I see number 26, Noah Newbern, has entered the game. Another one of our young freshmen. I'll see if I can see a few of the numbers out there that maybe we haven't called tonight. Jeremiah Allen, a 9th grader.
You know, coaches are so pivotal in these young players' lives. They just don't understand it until they get older.
That's right. Peyton Hunter's out there. I know Peyton's had a lot of problems with his knee, but it's good to see him out there tonight. Then you got Faircloth, the ball handed off the ball.
Good cutback. Ooh.
And I think that should bring us to that should be the last play of the game. And again, we've enjoyed talking to you tonight and hope that you'll continue to tune in with us throughout the rest of this year. We hope that everyone has a safe trip home. And
This
we'll
is my
see
last
you the next
time on the radio.
This is Noah
Actually, maybe not.
We want to wish Noah Tootin the very best.
Might have a special appearance against Clinch.
As he goes to Faulkner University to play baseball. And so, and to fulfill his commitment with a scholarship there. So we want to wish him the very best as well. Thank you for being with us tonight, Noah.